Mr. and Mr. Smith. My name is Caitlin. I'll be your nurse today, and I'm going to go over a few things about your baby's first bath once you get home. So whenever you get home, the first thing that you want to do is definitely inspect the umbilical cord area of the infant to make sure that it's intact, there's no drainage, there's no redness, and that there's no foul odor. Because if any of those signs or symptoms, then we would want to call the doctor and let them know that you have maybe a possible infection on the baby. First things first, whenever you want to prepare for your baby's first sponge bath at home, you always want to remember that we're not going to submerge the baby the first time that we take the baby home because of the umbilical cord. You won't do a submerged bath until the umbilical cord is fully healed. So we will be teaching on a sponge bath for your infant. So the first thing that you want to do is definitely make sure that the room that you're going to give the baby the bath in is warm, ideally about 70 to 80 degrees inside, because as soon as you undress the baby, it can kind of cause the baby to feel distressed and cold, which will cause the baby to cry, which can make it a little bit more challenging. So definitely make sure the room is the environment's warm and the water is warm enough. It should be about 100 degrees to your elbow. So definitely test it on yourself first before you put it on the baby. And also for sure you want to gather all your supplies. So you'll need the clean diaper, the clean outfit change, a towel that the baby's going to be laying on to do the sponge bath, a nice clean washcloth. Then you're going to want to wash your hands, and then make sure the environment's clean. If you do have, well, you have a little baby girl, but if you did have a baby boy and he was circumcised, you'd want to get the supplies to put on that, which would be Vaseline and a gauze. So we would undress baby while laying on the warm towel, and you can also, whether you have like an additional washcloth, you could cover the baby that you're not the part of her that you're not cleaning, so she's still warm. And you want to start at the face. You would get your warm washcloth, and you want to clean around her face, making sure to get into her eyes. And on here, we're not going to have any soap, it's just going to be warm water. Clean around her eyes and her nose and her mouth, working around her ears, getting behind her ears. And we want to make sure that we don't stick anything in the ears because they're pretty small ears right now. We don't want to damage anything. You can clean it with your finger on the washcloth because that's about as small as we want to put in the baby's ear. Clean around, and make sure that you're supporting throughout this entire process because baby's neck is still pretty fragile. After you do that, you want to make sure you get the neck because there's a lot of little folds on little babies. Make sure you get in around the neck. Working your way down to the arms, clean off the arms, get behind the hand. If the baby's clenched like this, we just rub the back of their hand gently and it should help them relax their hand. Clean in their hands, their little armpits, make sure you get all the little folds. Working your way down to the chest, being very cautious with the umbilical cord because you don't want to knock it off, you don't want to injure it. There are no nerve endings, so they can't really feel, it's not going to be painful, but you just don't want to cause any early damage if it would fall off or cause any infection. And then at this time, since we have a little girl, we're going to make sure we get in all the crevices, always wiping from front to back, never back to front. So once again, always front to back, and that's for both sex. Cleaning all the little folds, working our way down to her extremities, cleaning her little feet in between her toes. And then after you do the front side, that's when we're gonna support her by the neck and flip her over. A little tummy time while still supporting. Get the back of her neck, and her back, the back of her arms. And at this time you could get anything, if there was anything left on her buttocks, you could clean her buttocks again. That's still wiping from the front to the back. And the back of her legs. And then at this time is also a good time if you want to, with your warm hands, give her a little massage. Let the body stretch out. And then we would flip her back. And then this time, if you wanted to apply any lotion, rub it in your hands first, away from baby, to heat it up kinda, because we want to put some cold ointment on baby. And give her a little rub, warm lotion. And then we would put the diaper back on, and making sure we don't cover up the umbilical cord because we want the air to get to it so we can help it heal. And then I also have this pamphlet for you guys to take home with you. It kind of covers the tips and tricks for the first time parents. Kind of will go over everything that I just covered with you. It's not necessary to bathe her every night of the week. You could do 2 to 3 times a week, or whatever you see as fit. If it helps her calm down at bedtime and helps her sleep better, maybe incorporate it every night into your bedtime routine, or whatever you feel is best for your baby. And once again, no submerging until the umbilical cord is fully healed. And then it just kind of has a list of all the items that you would need before you start. It goes over the bath time steps, kind of has a little umbilical cord care right there, tips and tricks, and this altogether should take you only about 5 to 10 minutes. And always ensure the baby isn't hungry, tired, or sleepy before you do this, because it'll just make your life a little bit easier, because she will be more likely to cooperate and be a little less fussy. And then, yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always call the hospital, and we're here to help. Do you have any questions right now? Okay, I hope that covers everything. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to us. We're here to support you through this new life journey that you guys are on. All right, thank you.